Within Business Hub, we have the Account section. This is where we store all of our customer and company profiles, generate account statements, and record payments. Within the Customer section, we can go into any customer profile, view any quote, order, design, layout, pretty much anything that the customer does or we do for the customer is stored within their profile. If the customer were to log in to their profile, they would see everything pretty much that we see, just differently. They can view their profile, view quotes. If they go into a quote, they can approve it, reject it, then pay for it. They can view past orders, current orders, place reorders, view all the designs, artwork. Again, anything we do or they do will be stored in both Business Hub and their profile. If we go into a customer's account details, this is where we can put a customer on terms. After we identify their terms, we can set a maximum outstanding balance so we know when to cut them off. We can also set them on a contract price level. That way, anytime that they're logged in or we're putting together a quote or an order, we are using their pricing, whether the decoration and or the blank price is being influenced. We can make a customer tax exempt, give them a discount, set a store credit so that they have some money to start with. Also, we can reset their password. We can change their store whenever necessary. You can also bulk import your customers using a CSV. Now, it's very important that you import your list using the CSV format that Deco specifically needs it in. You don't just import any CSV and go from there. So download the sample CSV, and when you import the list, make sure that all of the columns are exactly the way Deco has it in the example. After you import your customer list, you can then begin creating quotes and orders, or you can simply add your customers as you start creating your quotes and orders. Now, anytime that you need a hierarchy or we have multiple contacts for a client, that's when we want to set up a company. A good way to look at a company is maybe like working with the school district. You might have a lot of different sports teams and staff who places orders, but at the end of the day, the district office or the athletic department is the one cutting the check. So we have a hierarchy where we have multiple people placing orders. So that's when we set up a company. And after you've set up a company, just like a customer, we can go into their account details, set their terms, the maximum outstanding balance, the price level, if they're tax exempt. And just like a customer, we're storing every quote, order, design, layout, anything that the customer does or we do for them is stored within the profile. The difference is we have individuals placing orders underneath the company. So we have to add a contact, and a contact is essentially a customer. And we can have multiple customers. Typically, that's what a company is set up for. And each individual customer can place orders potentially underneath the company itself. So after we add a customer profile, we can then go into their role. And within their account details, they can be taking advantage of the company's terms and everything that's set up from there. So again, you set up the company and everything gets passed down to the customer. What's also really cool is you can import a list of companies. Just like customers, we can import a list of companies. If you're going to have both customers and companies, it's a good idea to first import the companies and then import the customers. If you do it in that order and the name of the company is exactly the same when you import the customer list, it will automatically map the customers to the company. After a customer is added as a contact within a company, you want to set up their role. Their role is essentially what email notifications do they get. That's kind of it. If they're a customer, they get emails about orders that they place. If they are a manager, they're going to get emails about every order placed by anybody in the company. And then if they're payments, they're essentially getting the emails about, hey, we need to pay this invoice or statement. That's what they're worried about. So the role just really identifies what emails are they getting. After you have your customers and companies set up and you start creating quotes and invoices, you may have a lot of orders coming in, or maybe you set up a store in which the company is paying for every employee's order. And again, it can get kind of big. That's when you want to start generating account statements. Statements allow us to essentially combine a bunch of invoices together and make it really simple for the company to understand what needs to be paid and make one payment that then closes out all those open invoices. Another way to do it, after you generate the statement, come in to record payments and then record that payment that is being applied by your customer. If you have any questions about the differences between customers and companies, how to import them, or anything else related to DecoNetwork, simply come up to the center, use the search tool. You're going to find a lot of great help articles. Whenever those help articles or help videos don't do the trick, simply click on the question mark and raise a support ticket with Client Services, who is more than happy to help you whenever you have a question. Thank you.